This is a volleyball score sheet.
No doubt.
Okay. Let's go through everything. Okay, so first things first.
Actually, hold up. Let me go
Over
around.
here on the box over here. So our two teams are VP and Darnell. So VP is team A. Just write VP and then team
If you're
B
there, can you
and
record it?
Darnell. You will be given the full list, so their full roster. So you put the numbers here and the names here. You have the captain's signature and then coach and coach. This is at the end. Okay, so this is the first set. So let's say VP is serving and Don Mills is receiving. So we start at 3 o'clock. You will get the starting lineup, which will have 6 numbers. So like, just fill them in. You will have to, unless they have it, what Lohas has is like a box like this, and it actually has, like, this is 1 and then 2, 3. So you don't have to figure out which goes where. With the other teams, what I've noticed is that they don't usually have that. So you have to make sure that this person is the one serving or in the serving position. Okay? So yeah. So if here's the net, this is 1, 2, and it goes counterclockwise.
Okay.
So you have to make sure.
Starting with this.
Okay? Yeah. So the receiving team, the person in this position, you cross this off. It's because if VP is serving, then the person who's in the serving spot at the beginning for the other team will not serve because they will rotate. Okay? So it's just easy to remember that crosses off.
Do you guys know the foundations of volleyball, like how it works? Have you played it? Okay.
You have it
Gym class? So here are the points. So let's say 3 scores 1, 2, 3 points, and they lose it on the 3rd. So right here in box number 1 for them, look here. Okay, you write a 3 because that's the last point that they messed up on. And then this team, they get 1. Cross it off there, okay? And then you go through it, they score. They mess up on the 6th, you write 6 into this person because they were serving here, okay? And then they get a point. Does that make sense?
Oh, it's whoever's serving gets like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because that's the point that they messed up
I
on.
see. Why is there only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 though?
Because you keep writing. And you go through serving and serving.
No, like this way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know.
What are all the like empty ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are for when you switch out. Okay, so let's say Don Mills 12 is switching out for 15.
How many subs can they make?
So 8 or 10? 10, because there are only 10 boxes here. So what you do here, there's a dot in the middle. So usually what I do, I go left to right. This is for the score. So at what score did they switch out on? So for this side, if they're switching out when VP has 4, and then Don Mills has 6, that's when they switch out. They can only
Okay.
They can
You'll give us,
only
like, 1
switch
minute.
out with this other player.
Yeah, 1 minute.
So 12 cannot switch out with 17 who switches out with 14. Unless it's libero, and that's the one that you don't mark. So they'll usually be in a different colored jersey,
And we don't have
then
to
they
worry
just,
about
no, you don't have to worry about that. They just switch out. So you don't have to mark down the score when they switch out, okay?
Do we have to mark down that they switch out at all?
Libero, no.
Yeah.
No, you completely ignore that. So let's say like they score, and then here, it's up to 25, is it? Okay, so I don't play.
Played since grade 10.
So they go, and then it's the final score is 21 to. Oh wait, I forgot about timeouts. Let me go back to timeouts. So for timeouts, you're allowed 2 each set. So you just simply write the score at that timeout, and then it's 1 minute per timeout. Okay.
You go out on the scoreboard.
Scoreboard, you put that scoreboard. And then they put there'd be 4 minutes on the clock, and then you just let it go until 3 minutes, and then that's it.
Also, it's not time-based. You just put down the score at which
Yeah.
anything happens.
Are the scoreboard people or person referring to us for the score, or they take the score and then we can like look at the score.
You guys should do it
Karen's gonna
separately
do it.
and then make sure that you guys are on the same track. If there's
Yeah.
a problem, then just
You should always be talking with
Yeah, so Karen's gonna be doing scoreboard, and if there's like something that doesn't add up, ask her, because like she should be solid. So just double check with her if you're confused about anything.
For the first like ones that we're doing, we're not like if we do this, it's not the end of the world, right? 'Cause it's
No.
just
No,
This
this,
is
is
a friendly.
practice, right? Like,
So the score, it doesn't really matter. It's just you just gotta get used to, because the switching out, that's the thing that I had the most trouble with, is getting the score. I have to look up at the score and I have to see what number is switching out.
will ref
so
not
it's-
call it? Which way
No,
do I
it's
go?
scoreboard.
Like,
No,
anybody
they-
call it?
No one calls it.
No one calls it. So it's like they'll go up to the line. If Elham's switching out and I'm
standing
switching, they'll be standing like this, so you can see his number and my number.
Yeah.
You have to figure out where that is, and if it's new, you have to find that and put it in.
Person facing in, the person facing
In is going in.
person facing outward is going out.
Going out. Yeah.
And then what do you call it?
And then you have to find the score.
So like, say they also, how many times they can do it? Like 10 times, 1, 2, 3.
As many times, like, but they probably won't do it that many times.
They don't
You
usually
won't
go
need that
over 4
box.
times.
You won't need that many boxes.
They usually don't go over 4 times.
You'll have a lot.
But then if they need to rotate again, like say 15 is going back in for 12, then you do it
do
again.
the time again.
Then you just write down the next score.
I have a question.
Whatever.
But then you only go in for that.
You
like,
already know the first time they're switching in, so this guy's already on. So the second time it's switching out.
Can 15 go in for multiple people at different times?
yeah, so 15 can't go in for different people,
No,
right?
this
17
is
can.
You
the
have to
only
stay with your
person they
dude.
can switch with.
Okay, thank
Oh.
God.
They
Amen,
can
sister.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
So once
When
the
someone
set is
wins-
over, 25. Okay, you circle that. That's the final number, and then you make like this weird looking
Oh, loop thing.
loop thing.
Just to
and
cross out
these
the
will
rest.
be all be crossed out, right? So you know 25 is that, and then let's see 21 right there,
A loop at the bottom.
and then like it's like an hourglass kind of thing, like that.
Okay.
So that you just know that that's.
So all these are invalid.
Where do you put the?
The final score.
Explain how set 3 works.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Do you guys have any questions?